In the previous lesson, we showed you how to create a template using indirect tag bindings, so you can point indirectly to a set of tags based on a single parameter. This time, let's create a template using a UDT. So here I have a motor UDT that I've already created, and there's 4 instances down below of that UDT. Motor 1, 2, 3, and 4. Of course, all 4 motors have the exact same 4 tags. Each motor here you can see is the data type called motor. So I'm going to go up here to our templates, right-click, create a new template. I'm going to rename the template to motor. And just like before, we have to create a parameter. I'm going to right-click on the checkered area, go down to Customizers, Custom Properties. I'm going to add a template parameter. Rather than using a simple parameter like motor number that we use for indirection, I'm going to create a UDT here. I'm going to call it motor. And the data type I'm going to use is under the user-defined. Under tags, I'll see the motor that I created. I'm going to set it to be a drop target for ease of use of dragging and dropping these tags onto the screen. Go ahead and press OK. I'm going to put a motor graphic in here. I'm going to put a label at the top to show the name of the motor, and of course I'm going to put an LED display at the bottom for the amps. So all 3 of these things are going to be linked to parts of that UDT. So if I look at the template itself and go down to the parameter, you'll see because it's a UDT, there's a magnifying glass here that shows all the parameters inside of it. So all 4 of those things, amps, HOA, run command, status. You also have a special folder called meta, which shows you the tag name, and the tag path for that UDT that we linked to on the screen. So all I got to do here now is link each one of these things up. I'm going to go to label. I'm going to bind the text property of the label to a property this time. I'm going to go inside the UDT, inside the meta folder, and get the tag name. I'm going to do the same thing for the graphic here. I'm going to go down to the square, and I'm going to bind the fill paint property to a property, selecting up here at the top the motor UDT, going inside of it, getting the HOA, and if the value is 0, I'm going to make it red. If it is a 1, I'm going to make it green, and if it is 2, I'll add another entry there. I'm going to blink between yellow and orange. So I'm using the UDT here for all 3 of these items. I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. For the LED display, go down to the value. I'm going to bind this to a property, going inside my motor UDT and getting the amps tag. Once I do all that, I can now use the template on the screen. When you're designing the template, you won't see any values here. You actually have to wait till you use it on the screen. If I go to my main window 2, let me go ahead and close the motor first. Go down to main window 2 here and drag my motor onto a screen, and now I can actually link up the motor UDT to one of my tags. Now without having to do that, we can actually just drag and drop these tags. By making a drop target, I can take motor 1, drag it onto the screen. Because there's only one template with that same UDT, it automatically creates that motor for us, that template. Do the same thing for 2, 3, and 4, so it's very easy to get these things created once we use these UDTs.